Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Odyssey Fantasy Football League. Here for the Week 4 review, the Week 5 preview, and holy shit, the moment I opened Sleeper, Dials has traded Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown for Jamar Chase and Jaden Daniels. He has a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. Dials has a quarterback. And I don't hate the move. I don't. Ignore all these messages. Oh, would you look at this? This is hot. This is so hot. Look at me, bro. Okay, so I think y'all could tell what happened last week based on based on this. Unfortunately, even though I lead the league in points for by almost 50 points, I'm not the 1 seed still because Braden choked against minus. Because Justin Fields, even though he played like complete shit in real life, played like a god in fantasy. So this is a fucking shit show. It's okay though. It's okay though. At the 1 seed, you got minus, moving up to 4-0. At the 2 seed, you got me, moving up 3-1. At the 3 seed, you got Adams, moving up to 3-1 as well. Sorry, I have a bit of a cough today. At 4, you got Kawhi moving down to 2-2. At 5, you got Jay moving up to 2-2. At 6, you got ATS moving up to 2-2. At 7, you got Cam moving down to 2-2. At 8, you got Dials moving up to 2-2. Yeah, he won with... Well, he did have a quarterback last week, just because of circumstances. Week 9, at number 9, Braden falling all the way down to 1-3. At 10, Magnolia staying down at 1-3. Surprisingly not falling any further. At 11, you got Burrow. Burrow, I'm so sorry, man. And at 12, you got Montez. Less sorry for Montez. So we're going to kick this off. You got Magnolia's dad knocking off Magnolia. That's me. I'm Magnolia's dad. God damn. But as y'all can see, my team does look a little different. You notice Bryce Young in the quarterback room, you're like, where the hell is Justin Herbert? Well, we made some moves over the past week. And, clearly the 27 combined quarterback points didn't matter when I dropped 223, damn near 224. Go down to my running backs where you see Christian McCaffrey and Josh Jacobs going for 28 and 34 respectively. Chase Brown and Tony Pollard were basically non-factors. Go down to my wide receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 26, QJ with 23.8, absolutely decimating BTJ and DJ Moore. Kincaid was high. He literally had 1 reception, but it was a 28-yard touchdown, so saved his week. Ferg low-key cooked me. But then you go down to flex, where you see A.O. Manor and Devonta Smith doing jack shit, and you see George Pickens going for 33.4, and you see Drizzy Drake London going up for 25. Steelers defense plays solid. Overall, belt to ass. Line them up, stack them up. Next up in what was a dead-ass shit show, you got Dials upsetting Kawhi. Marcus Mariota did end up playing, which is pretty big for Dials. Especially since Mariota and Mahomes absolutely bullied the shit out of Lawrence and Caleb. You go down to running backs, and I didn't even realize this, but Ollie Gordon was RB2 for Kawhi this week. No wonder he fucking lost. And then James Cook, though, had a great week. Kamara was kind of iffy. Saquon was solid, though. Receivers, Garrett Wilson was the only real productive starting receiver here. Javonte and Judkins on the flex, absolutely BTAing Kawhi. It was game from the start, realistically. Dials wins. Not close. third matchup, you got Jay at 168 over Burrow, 126, and I'll just do a quick little scroll through. Bijan and Hampton absolutely fried. That's basically what got him over the hump. Burrow, I'm so sorry, man. Because poor Burrow, his only truly great player on his team, goes down for the season with a torn ACL. You truly hate to see it. This is just worst possible case scenario. Burrow's team does not have any hope at this point in time. J1, light work. This game just pissed me the fuck off. Because I needed minus to lose. Because I wanted the 1 seed. Because I should have the fucking 1 seed. So we see Lamar played like shit, got hurt. Jackson Dart actually played pretty decent. Jordan Love and Justin Fields went for 60. Okay. Bucky Irving and JK ended up actually outperforming JT and Gibbs. Ladd McConkey still being a wide receiver 1 in a fantasy football team, and he's 4-0! Jamar and Shakir were his wide receiver 1 and 2, and neither of them are on his team anymore. Not a crazy week for either team, really. Just really came down to minus dominating the defense and quarterback, and that's what got him the win. Adams violated Montez. I didn't even know about this one. Also, Montez made a lot of trades over the week, so we'll look at his team. Showouts from this game. Dak and Stafford went for fucking 70. Jesus. ETN had a crazy good day. Puka Nakua had a crazy good day. Just overall pretty solid week. Love to see it for Adams. He's now the 3 seed. We go over to a game that truly did kind of shock me a bit. ATS just barely knocking off Cam. Bo Nix really almost brought this back for Cam. It was not, I tell you, it was not close at all until Bo Nix dropped 31. Scroll down a little bit. Ashton Jinty went for 35. Amika Gbuka for 20. But then RJ Harvey going for 21, that would have been huge when he had guys like Chuba and Darnell Mooney starting. Tough loss for Cam. And now, we get to go over week 5, where we're finally going to start struggling with bye weeks. And kicking us off, it's me and Braden. And you notice, where's Lamar? Oh shit, Lamar is hurt. Lamar Jackson is fucking hurt. Also, Braylon Allen, I'm really mad at you. Overall, wow. So as we I'll go over my bye weeks, because I'm the only one who has bye weeks this week, apparently. Josh Jacobs, Tyler Algier, Drake London, Calvin Austin. Austin wasn't going to play anyway. Algier wasn't going to play anyway. London and Jacobs going down is kind of depressing for me, though. I had to pick up the Cardinals defense, too, because the Steelers defense is also on a bye. They're playing the Titans, though, so how concerned can one really be? He doesn't have a kicker this week. Huh. He also needs to, like, if I had to make a guess, he's probably going to put Cooper Kupp in his line. Actually, no, AJ Brown. Oh my god, yeah, AJ Brown. But yeah, he's probably going to put AJ Brown in his lineup. We'll see if Bucky plays. We'll see if Dart plays. I don't love that I have to start Nick Chubb this week. Like, at all. Like I really do not like that I have to start Nick Chubb this week, but there's not much I can do about it at this current point in time. Amon-Ra and Johnston, my wide receiver core. I have Olave back. I got him back. He's my wide receiver 5, so I actually have a decent option when London's out. So every time one of my receiver goes out, I'll just throw in Olave. It's actually really nice. But yeah, I mean, I can't confidently say that Braden's going to win. His team is in a rough place right now, and I think his team is good when it is healthy. Oh shit! Yeah, he also has to put. Okay, I'm assuming Saquon is going in for like Godwin maybe. Cup Red Brown is probably going in there. Okay, he's probably gonna make some moves in his lineup, but overall, I'm still gonna say I'm gonna take the W here. My team absolutely went off and gave me some crazy confidence this week. Braden's team did the complete opposite. You lost Lamar Jackson. You might be down a Bucky Irving. You have Saquon now. We'll see what happens. I'm giving myself the win. Next matchup, you got shit versus ass. You got Kawhi taking on Montez, and Caleb Williams being on a bye is rough because we got Jake Browning in the starting lineup again, ladies and gentlemen. Along with Trevor Lawrence, we see Tua Baker. And is that Devon Achane on Montez's team? You goddamn right. So, Kawhi traded Devon Achane and somebody else, I think Cortland Sutton, for Garrett Wilson and Derrick Henry. Interesting trade overall. We'll see how it plays out for both sides. You got Tua and Achane. They're facing the Panthers. He also traded Tyreek Hill for Xavier Worthy, and then Tyreek Hill got hurt literally immediately. So clearly Montez knows something that we don't. So he also got Khalil Shakir from Braden, Rashid Shaheed in the Tyreek Hill deal. Montez actually made some really decent moves, and I think his team is a lot better than what it was last week, but I'm still... Ooh, my God, why is Terry in his flex? He's out. Oh, God, okay. Okay, if Terry plays, I'm going to give this to Kawhi. If Terry is not playing, I'm going to pick Montez. So I can't give a full prediction on this one because I don't know the status of Terry McLaurin. I'm going to base it off of him. I'm going to say I don't think Terry's going to play this week. I think he'll probably play in week 6. So I'm going to give the win to Montez here. Next matchup, you got Jay. You got Magnolia. You got my sons. Like, geesh. And I see that Magnolia has, I see Magnolia is reacting accordingly to Woody Marks' game last week, because Woody Marks is apparently his RB2 now. You look at both rosters, they're obviously, the Vikings with the Browns defense, I am almost expecting them to drop 30 points again. The Colts with the Raiders should also have a field day. Apparently, I got a trade offer. I'll check that out on video, because why not? Look at the flexes. Pearsall, if he plays, that's a good flex. If not, he's probably stuck with either Diggs or Isaiah Bond. You got the Titans duo of mass destruction and what? Oh, that was just Kawhi reacting to a trade. Okay. Yeah, so you got the Titans duo of destruction here. You got Ferg against the Jets, who I have more faith in than Juwan Johnson. Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas. Jalen Waddle might dead ass be the quite literal best piece in this fucking receiver battle here. Because, like, Collins has not been great this year. BTJ has been ass this year. And Coleman is hit or miss as fuck. Jalen Waddle has no Tyreek Hill. He is the wide receiver 1 of the Dolphins. Omarion Hampton, Jordan Mason, Chase Brown, Woody Marks. I'm going to give my faith in Omarion Hampton, Jordan Mason. They have a bit more experience than the other two. I like Josh Allen and Purdy over Kyler and May, assuming that Purdy plays. If Purdy doesn't play, though, Magnolia still has 2 quarterbacks we could just easily throw in there. Cam Ward looks like shit. Spencer Rattler, I'm guessing, is probably his QB3. So, yeah, we will absolutely see with this one, right? Don't love it, but I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give a slight edge to Jay. I think I trust his skill positions just enough more to say he's going to win. That's a really rough matchup to predict, though. Okay, what? Oh, Dials also has to set his lineups. He has to put Jamar and whoever else in there. Gee, this guy's bench is a fucking hospital. Oh my god, okay. So, it's going to be Mahomes, JD5. His RB, probably going to be Judkins. Javonte will stay at the flex. I'm guessing the second flex is going to have to be Jack Beck, right? So, that's already not great for Dials. I gave Cam Herbert, which I felt, and also Chuba. It was a fair trade for both sides. I'm not mad about it at all. And I'm not gonna lie, I really do like, I think even with the moves that Dials just made, I love Cam. I really do think that Cam's team is a potential league winner. So I am gonna give the win to Cam. I'm not gonna go over this one too much, just because it's a little hard to go over it when half of his lineup isn't set, so I don't know what I'm looking at, but I have a fair direction of what I'm looking at, and it seems like Cam is gonna kill him. Next matchup, you got Adams, you got ATS, and this should be a fun one, I think. I hate Adams' flex situation so fucking much, but, like, he's making it work, and it's impressive. Hurts is great for fantasy, but Dak and Stafford might be one of the best QB duos in the league at this rate. Jalen Hurts is solid, but Geno has not been all that. You still got Ramondre and Demo as your RBs. But then again, you also have a very stacked wide receiver core in Flowers, Pittman, Debo, and Jettis. But that's nothing when you consider that I think Puka Nacua could probably outscore ATS's entire team if he wanted to. This is another matchup where I feel very confident picking Adams here. I think Dak and Breece Hall I think Dak is going to piece up the Jets. I think Breece Hall is going to piece up the Cowboys. ETN has looked insane all year. Puka is actually nuts. And Stafford is the reason Puka is nuts. So, like, his team is so top-heavy, but the top-heavy players are good enough to give him the win here. And then the final matchup, which this just fucking hurts me, bro. Because I need Minus to get his chain snatched. He is not 4-0. He does not have a 4-0 team. He's been in the top 3 weekly scores in week 1 when he was number 1 against me, and then week 4, which he was 3 and still 60 fucking points behind me. I don't get it. How is this man has some black magic where he wins every game because his defense is elite. So the issue for Minus this week is that he doesn't have a QB2. His only quarterback is Justin Fields. Looking at the matchup here, I think Gibbs and Taylor make up for that. I hate his wide receiver room so much. He's actively starting Jameson Williams. But, oh my god, I see Chig fucking Okonkwo. I see Kayshon Boutte. I see Marvin Harrison. I see Malik Neighbors is still in his fucking lineup. Because who else is he gonna put in his lineup? Look at his bench! This is such a terrible fucking situation for Burrow that as much as I want him to... No, you know what? I'm going to be completely biased for, like, the first time. I'm going to give the shocking upset win to Burrow. Minus is getting his chain snatched this week. I can't... There is no reason why I should not be the 1 seed right now. Look at this shit. 100% accuracy. And I have this man in points for by, 70? I should probably be the 1 seed right now. I'm going to stop yanking on that, though. Being realistic, Minus is going to win this matchup, but I'm giving my vote to Burrow. Because of extreme bias. I'll see how many trades I can actually get in this transactions. There's been a couple. Okay, September 30th, we had Darren Waller, Cooper Kupp, Sam Darnold. I did not see this fucking trade. This is the first time I'm seeing this. And Trey Tucker for Khalil Shakir and Tua. Odd. Couple of moves here. Just a couple of quick little moves here. Did I just see Giants defense? Okay. You saw that trade already? Oh, there's a view all button. Okay. Dials Monte. Oh yeah, this is Tyree. This was right before Monday Night Football. Dials is pissed. This was Sutton and Achane for Goddard Henry Wilson. I think Goddard Henry Wilson probably wins this, but we'll see. This was my trade. I traded Hubbard and Herbert for Jacobs, Olave, Bryce Young. And we had Jalen Waddle for JCM, which I guarantee you Kawhi is actively regretting right now. And then Terry and Golden for Calvin Austin, Drake London. This was a few days ago, though. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to sub. Ignore my extreme yap session at the end. Love y'all. Deuces.